Ladies and gents, it's been some time since I've played Snowrunner. Tayloa is not here with me today. Unfortunately, he is at work, and I am recording during the day as my current schedule allows. I will try to get Tayloa in here maybe in the 2 or 3 more episodes. I'm going to record today, though, because I need to get some stuff done. I'm running out of videos. So he'll be back, and possibly my wifey, Pooh, will be back. She's here now in America. We'll talk about that as we're doing our work. But right now we need to decide what to do next. I have a list of things that need to be get done. These factories are all Big Salmon Peak, so don't have to worry about these. Stocking up, I'm not going to do the log stuff until later. Yeah, those are all log missions. We're going to come back and go through all the maps and do those separately, anything that's logs. But final check is part of our big mission here. Conveyor belts or sorting center. This is a pretty intense mission, but thankfully most of it comes together down here, which this is still, it's by the fuel station, so it's not quite so hard to get to. I think we'll have an easier time with this one than we did with the one on top of the mountain. We have a big trailer, a coil tubing semi-trailer, which is here, that needs to go up here. So we're going to have to do that. Factory main block. And then we have the conveyor belts. So we got about 5 missions left. I think we're going to go ahead and do the ore. We're going to start ore sorting center. Good Lord, look at this list. They're killing us. Cabin Zone 1, Cabin Zone 1. We have 2 cabins. We should be fine with Cabin Zone 1 because they should already be delivered. Let's go ahead and activate that. It says 0 of 2. Cabins times 2. Cabin Zone 1. Where's Cabin Zone 1? This is really messy. Okay, we have cabins in Cabin Zone 2. We need to find Cabin Zone 1. I saw it. Is it down the road? No, thankfully it's not back over here. Cabin Zone. Well, let me see something really quick. Those are all Cabin Zone 1. What about this? Cabin Zone 2. Cabin Zone what? None. Cabin Zone 1. Frig's sake. Why do they got to make it such a mess? Okay, so where is Cabin Zone 1? It's got to be over here somewhere. Oh, we click on it and it takes us to it. So that's Cabin Zone 2. So let's see where Cabin Zone 1 is. And that is for this guy. Oh, wait a minute. There. Okay, that's over on this side of the river. And that's going to be a pain in the keister to get to. Cabin Zone 2 is, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to get my bearings here. I'm a little lost. That's our warehouse. There's Cabin Zone 2. Cabin Zone 1. Oh. That needs 1 cabin. And what does our, what are you doing, puppy? We'll talk about puppies in a minute here. And then this is going to be, nope. We're going to look at ore sorting center. That needs times 2. Okay, so I need 2 more cabins is really what I need. And then they need to go to Cabin Zone 1. So, here we go with the big mess once again. I'm going to have to call my neighbor, see if we can't borrow his Mercedes again for 1 more mission. Because I need to get my thingy, the Cabin Zone lifter, this guy, over there. So the first thing we need to do is make some cabins. And I need to refresh myself. Cabins, they get what? Yeah, what do I need for cabins? I don't remember. I think you need, oh, for crying out loud. I'll be back. All right, so I'm going to do some roadside robbery to get this started. All right. It's funny. People are funny. Like, I've had viewers get upset at me because I take way too long. Is this mine or Tayloa's? This is mine. Oh, they're the same. Take way too long, like craning stuff, and they're like, "Why do you bother doing the crane? Why don't you quit?" You know, and just load things using the auto load. So started doing that. And then I get people complaining like, why aren't you using the crane? I can't win. When we go to do, if we ever do the hardcore mode, if I ever finish this game, I will finish the game. But I don't know that I'll ever get to hardcore mode because it's going to, we still have another year of content coming out. I mean, I can't, how long is this series going to run? Hold on. Like, I'm already down to half as many viewers as I had when I started. So where we used to average about 1,500 to 2,000 people a video, we're now down to maybe, I want to say about 700 to 800 people every time I release a video. So it's really, really dropped. I just don't know if I can sustain it. If I'm getting down to the point where like 100 people are watching, I can't. I'm going to have to move on to something else. So I don't know. These videos do well on my channel, and I do want to continue. I'm going to get, no matter what, I'm going through the game at least once. I will not go through this game. We've gone way too far to not finish this game. But it's just taking forever. Like I still haven't done Alaska. I still haven't done, I'm going to finish all the American missions and then move over to Russia. And then when the DLCs come out this year, I'll have to move back. But Alaska's next on the chopping block. And then Wisconsin. And then we'll start doing the Russian areas. It's like a whole other game. So I love this game, though. I know somebody was asking, like, do you think this game is still relevant? Is it still worthwhile? I do. If you like this kind of gameplay, I mean, heck, with Mudrunner and Snowrunner, or with Mudrunner and Spin Tires, I mean, I just played and played and played and played. And, you know, we had the same dang 8 missions over and over again. And we just, it never changed from the one logging mission. And yet I still played the game for years because it was fun. So this game, for sure, at least for me as a simulator person who likes to do the mud challenge and stuff like that, this game is great because we keep expanding the challenges. There's more and more challenges as we go. And we can go back and visit old maps later on and stuff like that. And I think that is great. I don't have an issue with that at all. So, but as far as watchability for YouTube, I don't know. I mean, it's a little rough because it does go on forever. So, anyway, I miss you guys. I haven't done a video for about 3 weeks, recording-wise. You guys, I've been releasing them over the last couple of weeks, but the Tayloa and I doing our stuff together to finish that big mission. But anyway, what I'm doing right now is we're going to put these into the cabin zone maker. And I am going to make 2 cabins. And we're going to deliver those to cabin zone 1. And we're going to leave the other ones in cabin zone 2 because I don't feel like moving them. Because we have missions where we need them in 1 and we have missions where we need them in 2. I might as well just make 2 more and be done with it. My only fear is that we're going to have to get lumber from that lumber mill again once we've done pulling all these. But we're going to have to. There's no other way about it. Anyway, so things are going great. Wifey Pooh is finally home for good. She arrived 2.5 weeks ago. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. And immediately bought some puppies. My wife has wanted some Dalmatian puppies, and she wants to show, like, take one of them for showing. Oh, there it goes, lights. And I don't have a problem with that. I think that's pretty cool. So we got one, and then the guy had half-price ones because they were like not full-bred. Like they're full-bred Dalmatian, but they're not the same breeding as the show dog, so they were cheaper. And he's like, well, yeah, you know, he's like, well, I actually have these 2 ready to go, and you know, so we picked out another one for my daughter because she's like always want, you know, as you guys know, Evelyn has always wanted a puppy. She's always like puppy, 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 puppy. So we got her this beautiful Dalmatian puppy. She loved on it for about a week and then was like, okay, I hate puppies. We're like, well, she's ours now. So we now have 2 Dalmatian puppies. We took her over. And not surprisingly, we kind of figured that's what would happen. But we wanted to let Evelyn have a chance at least to see if it was up her alley. And it turns out it wasn't. But these puppies are really good. And but they still get into stuff. And so it's like, They pee and poop everywhere. So if you hear me pause for a second, it's because they're getting into something they're not supposed to get into, and I have to give them a little shout. Really, they're doing two things that make me crazy. One, they are they're going downstairs and they get newspaper or toilet paper or whatever they can find, and they shred it all over the freaking house. That almost was a tip over. What's an episode of Snowrunner without at least one good tip over? So anyway, they go downstairs and shred things up, and that drives me nuts. And then the other thing that drives me nuts is a biggie. Hey, knock that off. She's getting into my wife's stuff and biting it. No. Is that they like to go pee and poo wherever. So we're training them by using pads, and they're getting it. They're starting to use the pads, but here's the problem. I hired guys to build a patio on the back of my house. Well, it was supposed to take him 2 weeks, and we're now in week number 7. He has finally finished the majority of the patio. So the guy, because we were building a fence, right? So like 7 weeks ago, these guys put up a fence. But the guy doing the patio was like, don't close the fence yet because I have a skid steer I have to get in and out. So he's bringing the skid steer in, and the first couple of days was great, and he moved it in, and then he disappeared because the weather got kind of bad, and he couldn't do anything. So like 4 weeks later, we still had this open fence, and I've got the puppies, and I've got like nowhere to put them. So my dogs basically are stuck in the house unless we take them for walks, which is fine, which we do every day, but they still have to go to the bathroom more often. So while we've been waiting for these guys to finish the fence, it's like the puppies are stuck in the house. It's a disaster. It really is. And so now, finally, the puppies are, the guys are finishing up the fence today as we speak. He's putting the final touches on the fence. So the dogs will now, finally today, be able to go outside. But that's what they need. They need to get out of the house because they're shredding stuff up. They're pooping. And I don't mind if they're in the house during the day, but they need to be able to go outside and play. They're puppies. They need to play. And they need to poop outside. And I think once we get the pads outside, they'll just start pooping outside. It'll be a pretty quick transition. They're smart dogs. But they're absolutely gorgeous. Bella, we've named them after Harry Potter, the women of Harry Potter. We have Bellatrix, who's the show dog. And then we have Hermione, who is the not show dog. She's her little sister. So anyway, they're quite a pair. And the Hermione's younger than Bella by at least half. Like I think Bella's like maybe 15 weeks, 16 weeks, and Hermione is like 10, 11 weeks. So she's smaller. They're so cute. You know, puppies are adorable, but they do like to chew things they're not supposed to. And anyway, it's been an adventure. All right, so we are winging our way through the forest here. We're going to head over, drop these off, come back, pick up the parts from the train station, and get 2 cabins built. And then we'll be able to bring these back to cabin zone number 2. We should be able to do this all with just a single twin steer, not a problem. And we're about to get some gas. So, yes. I've been thinking about hardcore mode for when we actually do it. I'm thinking what we may do is to go about it by maybe like doing the whole, like basically shooting ahead to all the maps all over the world and unlocking everything. And then coming back and doing because by that time you'll get some levels, so you'll have better tires. Because I'll tell you what, the hardcore mode is really difficult. For those of you that have been doing it, it's doable, but if you make a couple mistakes, you could get to the point potentially where you can't finish and you got to restart. Like if you get enough trucks stuck, you're at a loss. You can't really do anything either. If you have no money and no trucks, you're done. Like there's nothing you can do. You can't afford to recover, and the trucks are just stuck forever. So it's a bad situation to be in, but it does happen. It almost happened to me on my first try on the Michigan map. I went up the mountain with, I had 2 scouts. I kept the scout and I had the Chevy. I went, because and by the way, in the hardcore mode, if you haven't played it, you don't get your DLC trucks. They don't give them to you like they do in regular mode. So you only have what's on the map. The Chevy, hold on one second. Sorry about that. The Chevy, I was doing the King of the Hill mission, and I went up with the Chevy, and the Chevy got stuck about halfway up, and I rolled over and was in a spot where I couldn't reach any trees, so I was just hanging, and then I brought the scout up to rescue it, and the scout flipped. And I don't know how I managed to do both of those, but it just happened, and I'm like, come on, reach them. I wanted to go up on these railroad tracks, see if I could make it a little bit quicker, and of course now this is worse than if I just would have followed the road like I should have. And now the camber's really bad, so I'm going to end up tipping. This is not what I was intending. Anyway, so I flipped that over, so then I had to get, the Fleet Star was the only truck that I had, and so I had to take the Fleet Star and carefully climb up that mountain road and then use the crane to recover both the scouts. And there were a couple points where I almost flipped the Fleet Star over, and it was just a disaster all the way around. I don't know. People say that this is the easiest way to go, but shoot. I disagree. I think this is really dangerous. Like the truck wants to flip. Will not do this again. Maybe with a smaller truck, but definitely not this truck. So anyway, yeah. So I was able to recover both the scouts, but if I had gone over, and I was out of money too, because it was right at the beginning of the game. If I would have lost the Fleet Star, I mean, like, that would have been it. I would have had to start over again, and I probably wouldn't have. But the money is really difficult because you don't get any money back for. You get half back for selling trucks, and I don't think you get much back. It's like half back for upgrades. So you can't just like buy and sell stuff. You have to. It takes a lot longer to upgrade your equipment because you can't really afford to do it. So I don't know. It's definitely a lot more challenging than regular mode. It'll be fun to see what happens. But I do want to get through the people are asking, when are you going to start? I think, maybe in the winter when things slow down for me and my company, and life is kind of settled a little bit. Right now I've got, obviously my mom passed away and I had to do her house. So my house has gotten neglected. So now what I have is a big mess at my house I can't even park my car in my garage right now because there's crap in my garage. So it's like I got to spend the time to get all of that together and organized also, because that's a mess. So it's like I have to get my house going. I have to once I have all of this stuff done, I'll most likely have more time to record, and then I can really work on a second series. But right now, it's taking everything I have just to get the series that I normally do done. So like I'm trying to keep Farm Sim going. I'm trying to keep Snowrunner going. I've dropped my summer car. Though when my winter car comes out, I'd like to pick it up. Train some stuff here and there, flight some stuff here and there, but really at the heart of it, Snowrunner and Farm Sim are the core of my channel, and I'm trying to keep those two going. So it's been so busy. So we'll get there, but right now it's just nuts. All right, so let's go ahead and drop off. Nope. Right trigger, there we go. There we go. And now we're going to head back and get Now, I don't mind taking that back road while I'm empty, like the train tracks while I'm empty, but I don't want to do it while I have cargo because it's going to dump over. I'd rather just go slow. This truck doesn't really have too much trouble with the swamp anyway. It just takes a while because it's so slow. Oh, frig. Really? I broken my truck. Dang it. I feel good, though. I think this mission, knock on wood, will be a little bit easier, the ore sorting center, than the up, because we don't have to get up the mountain. That's a big part of what took so long on the other mission. This one, we're just kind of going to the middle of the map from places around the map. So I think, dang it, I think that this will be a little bit easier. But we shall see. Famous last words.
Oh yeah, that'll be easy. No problems at all. We'll just breeze right through it, right?
We'll have to see. So anyway, I'm thankful to have the stuff with my mom's house is pretty much all done. My house is getting put back together. I've got a crew of guys working on the fence in the backyard today, like I said. The patio's almost complete. I'll be able to put the pool up. I've got a little hot tub coming. Yes. There. We're going to put a hot tub in because I do the weddings and my feet are always super sore afterwards, and the hot tubs really help. So. Hang on a second. All right, there we go. The good old twin steer. This truck has really proven itself for me. I once again, yes, there are Russian trucks that are better in the mud and better all around, but this truck is really good. For what it is, it's much better than I thought it would be. And on this map, it's been super useful, which I thought there's no way because it's such a messy, sloppy, curvy map. But when this truck's upgraded all the way, it's a monster. So I'm digging it. It breezes through most situations and does so with ease. I guess breezing through kind of denotes ease. But, you know. Uh-oh. Game froze. We're going to nighttime. There we go. Now it's nighttime. Lights got brighter. Game got choppier. And it shouldn't be choppy at all because I'm playing with got a new video card. My son Ryan and I went to Micro Center to get a desk. I was up front, and I think I told the story, but I don't know if you guys have heard it or not, especially my Snowrunner people. I was in there, and there's a 3080 Ti sitting on the front, and I'm like, is that available? And they're like, nope, sorry. But we do have some in back. We just got a shipment if you want to check. And I'm like, yeah. So I went to the back, and sure enough, they had the 3090 and some 3080 Ti's available. And I'm like, I'll take that 3090. It was freaking expensive. I paid more for that video card than I've ever paid for an entire computer. It's so ridiculous. But it has made a huge difference. So for what we do, let's load these up. Ta-da! So there's our cabins. We're going to get these over to the cabins on them, and I'm going to have to bring the front loader over, or that little, whatever that thing's called. I should probably get some gas more. The Caterpillar forklift front loader, telehandler, that's what I'm looking for. Which means we need the Mercedes. The Mercedes. And we're going to change trucks over here. Pretty sure this still has gas in it, though at some point we need probably to refill it. I think this is the last time we're going to have to come over here, though. I don't anticipate needing any more cabins built. It was full. I must have gone and gotten gas off camera. Maybe I still wanted to play after I did the last episode. That happens frequently, actually. I'll play an episode and then be like, hey, I want to play a little bit more, and I'll go get some gas. So, all right, so let's switch trucks. Shut this one off. Turn the lights off and switch. All right, in the truck. I like the fact that the cabins match my paint scheme. Okay, so we need to look real quick. How are we going to get there? Cabin zone 1 is there. If we go through the farm, there is a road that goes back to cabin zone 1. All right, so cabin zone 1. Actually, we're going to blast over to the railway station, and we're going to take a break for the night. I don't like doing work during the night because it's, first of all, it's hard more for you guys. It's hard to see on video. Oh God, no, really? What's an episode of Snowrunner without a dump over? Okay, it's a good thing I put all the crane trucks away because now I'm gonna freaking need one. I'll be back. Hopefully I didn't bring a knife to a gunfight. We'll have to see. That's more upside down than when I last saw it. Yikes. Thought this would be a quick and easy rescue. Quote unquote, quick and easy. Being the operative words. Alright, so let's go ahead and I don't want to winch that side. Okay, get the other side. Truck. Oops. I mean, I've got that gas. The reason why I brought this truck is I wanted the crane and I wanted to get here quick. I've got the gas truck around the corner, so it's not. If I can't move it with this truck, it's not the end of the world. I've got literally right on the top of the hill here. I've got that big truck, but this is really wedged in there on top of it, so I don't think the Ford's going to be able to do it. So let's go ahead and go to the 770G. 77G. There we go. Use this truck to flip it over. No! No, 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 no. I didn't see the dip. And you would have thought just because I... Oh my God. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew it was there. I just didn't see it. I was like, just rushing. I'm rushing and I need to slow down. Slow down. There's no hurry. If you hurry, that makes it worse. That's what I found with this game. The faster you go, the worse things get. You break stuff, you damage stuff. Dang it. Can't believe I just did that. That was a total noob arse move right there. I've been playing this game for how long? This truck's got some weight to it, so it's not totally helpless when it comes to Pulled her right out. Good job, F-150 or F-750. Okay, so change truck, Western Star. Nope. Yeah, 770. There we go.
Come on, you little sausage.
Such an awkward truck. The problem is I have to get it through these rocks. This truck. Okay. Come on, pull that. This thing's gonna be a pain to get over. Come on. Almost. And that delivered it into a completely wedged position, but there we go. It'd be really nice if this thing was all-wheel drive, I'll say that. Nope. It's that dip right there. It got me twice. Not funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the twin steer pulled around here. I'm going to actually use this to yank the twin steer. Nope. Careful, go slow. Careful. I can't, these rocks. This truck does not do rocks. It does everything else really well, but not rocks. I just need to turn. That's all. I just need to turn. There we go. Slower. What is it stuck on that it's not coming over? Look, it's daytime. You son of a biscuit. Forget it. I'm just going to move this up. I'll drive the twin steer out because this thing's just... Don't do it! Oh my God. This thing has... It's got like molasses dripped through the entire steering column. So that, like, when you turn the wheel 45 minutes late, it's like a ship. You have to plan the rudder like 10 minutes in advance. Okay, we're going to rudder left so that we can turn in 5 minutes. That's horrible. Okay. Never again is what you swore the time before. All right, so respect the crack. All right, we're gonna put back here. Actually, I need to be on the road because we're gonna have a short throw with that crane. These are heavy, I think. So you guys, this is why I don't bother craning at the depots anymore, because you're going to see plenty of crane action, trust me. Okay, this thing's not that heavy. I can lift it. That's good. I think I can't see a dang thing. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Right there. And man, we're already at 36 minutes on this mission. We haven't even... Well, I guess we got the cabins built, so it's going to be an hour long. It's the episode. We're going to get them to their point, but then I think the next episode we'll have to be transferring the crane to actually get these loaded. 2 episodes just to get the cabins. Dang it. And so we've continued our pace. What's happening here is the crane is too long right now, and I don't have the power to lift this with the crane extended. There we go. Even if it's too long, if I can get it to settle. That's a beautiful loading job right there. We're all good. All right, you're clear to drive off, dude. You're all good. You're good. I swear to God. Yeah. See? Told you it was all good. All right, let's get moving on cabin zone 1. If we don't flip over again. My gosh, what a nightmare that was. And it's not over. Hey, gotta make a phone call here. So let's see. Yeah, Fred, can I borrow your Mercedes again today? I need to move the Caterpillar across the map. I know it's short notice. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're not using it? Okay, cool. Perfect. Oh, you'll even drop it by. Dude, thanks. All right, cool. All right, he's going to drop that truck off at our garage later today. All right, Bob, we'll see you this afternoon. Thank you again so much. I super appreciate it. Bye, Fred. We'll see you. See you later, Fred, Bob. Yeah, okay, so we're good. We're going to get the Mercedes here in a little bit. Drive it across, pick up our precious cargo from the Cabin Zone 1. And drive it, or Cabin Zone 2, and drive it over to Cabin Zone 1 so that we can go ahead and get these unloaded and into the cabin zones. And then we will be moving on to part 2, where we start delivering the goods: 4 metal beams, wooden planks, concrete blocks, consumables, and hopefully Tayloa will be back to help. He's got another. I've purchased a second twin steer and sold some other trucks because we needed stuff that's going to actually work. So this truck just seems to work. So we've bought a second one. So when Tayloa is here, he can help me get this stuff done. So I cannot believe I got a follow. I think I can't. I should probably start streaming again at some point. I don't know. I don't know. tip. There we go. Careful. Now, I haven't been back to the farm in a long time. The last time I was there, it was a total disaster. It is a mess back there, if I remember right, but I can see the bridge up ahead, so we're going to be getting close. We're going to stop and get gas at the gas station. Come on. Back and forth across the river. Back and forth. Come on. I'm making zero headway. I am moving though, but all right. She's through. She's through the worst. You've turned the corner. Right. All right. So I'm trying to see if I can get a free copy. Train Simulator came out with a new route. It is one of the first developer routes. The Arosa line, I think, was the very first. This is the second one. And it's actually, it's a 40-mile track out in the desert. I'm not sure. I think it's in Arizona, but I'm not sure. I have to look again. But it's actually an American freight line. And so I'm waiting to see if I'll get it for free. If not, I'll definitely buy it. But I just... They're $40 or $30, so I want to. It's like expensive. I'm trying not to spend my money on that stuff unless I have to. So I've put a request in a couple days ago. I'm going to see if it gets answered. If it's not answered by, let's say Wednesday, I'll buy it on Wednesday and I'll do a review. It'll be up Wednesday night. But once again, new train sim content, and it looks really good. I just want to see if I can get it for free because I'm cheap. I mean, honestly, you got to be frugal. You know, there's a lot of games out there, and you can spend a ton of money on them. This is not the way I wanted this to go. Another game that we used to play or played a couple times that has gotten some amazing updates and is a really good game now. And unfortunately, it's just started off for most people on the wrong foot or eyeball or whatever. No Man's Sky has been improved and improved and improved, and it is turning into a really good game at this point. It's multiplayer now. They've added a lot of new content. They've upped the graphics. It used to be real kind of soft and fuzzy looking, and now it looks really sharp and like razor sharp. It looks really good. Okay, we're in the off Pitchforks farm. These poor people with their mud. Not a big deal for this truck, though. I think the last time I was here, I forget what truck I was in, but I got really stuck. But you can see here, this is like that deep mud. It does cause problems. They've got a lot of lumber. Wish I could have some lumber like that. Nope. And here's what happens. There's no visible attachment points. Uh-oh. Verizon needs my auto pay information. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now we can pull through. I think what we're going to do is, yeah, we're going to have a second episode where I move the cat because this is already at 44 minutes. It's going to be, I don't want to make an hour and a half long episode. This is good enough. By the time we get down this road, if we get down this road in one piece, because you see here we're like on top of trying to do this, we're totally tipping. Totally tipping. This is where the crossing is. It's going to be right about an hour, so. Whoa. Golly. Slow it down. We make it almost there to bounce ourselves over on a rock. That would have been precious. That would have been just how this game loves to do things. It just loves us. Dangerous. This is a really kind of tight road here. Dang. Let's again slow it down. Wow. No! What the frick was that? Son of a biscuit. What the frick happened there? I must have touched the rock the wrong way or something. Oh, God knows. All right. Got the frickin' tow truck. I tried to go down in there to pull it out, and it's just so mucky that I got stuck. So that's not going to work. I just don't know how I'm going to get this truck over. Like, this is tough. It's a very narrow, awkward spot. We got a lot of water everywhere, so everything is just total fest. Like, I don't even know where I'm going to load this truck back up again. I'm thinking almost like, see what I'm saying? Like, this is bad. Can't even get down into the mud to get like an angle on this truck without getting it. It's either like these rocks are making me tip. Attach winch. That's the truck, yeah. Okay, we got it. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Oh, jeez. Need to get them separated. Got to keep them separated. Oh, frick. And, of course, I can't. I wish the auto winch would go to the most sensical tree, not the nearest. Like, where's the biggest long throw that I can get? And instead it goes for the nearest one, and that just makes it really awkward. Okay, so change truck. Let's go over to the Western Star, and I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna reload it, but we're gonna have to do it on flat ground. I can't. There's no way I'm gonna be able to load this thing up over here. So we're gonna take this out, get it over the hump, and we'll reload it over here by this brick loading zone. I've previewed the road. We don't have very far to go. We're pretty close to where the cabin zone is, but it is not a nice road. I will tell you that. Thankfully, we only have to do this once because this is not going to be, it's not very easily accessible for sure. Probably the sawmill's the worst. This is going to be the second worst. This map, I cannot, I'm almost done. We got like 4 more missions and we're done. This is the last big mission. And then we move on to the conveyor belt missions, and it should be pretty smooth sailing after that. So I'm going to park that there, and I'm going to hop into our Freightliner once again. The magical Freightliner. Great truck. Really is just a phenomenal truck. But it can't handle this mud. This mud is too much for it. I'm hoping, let's see, functions, we're going to activate the anchors, put that crane out, grab this and pull it back and try to lift it. As long as we have the, like I said, as long as we have the short crane, keep it short, they'll be able to get it. So there's one. We should be able to get both of these out of here easily. At least we'll get these on the truck easily. One of them on the truck. It's not going to be pretty. I'm just going to drop it. We're going to do the quick load. Pack cargo, restore crane. I'm going to go forward. Hate to do this, but I don't really know how else we're going to make it. Come on, swing. Help if I actually turn the steering wheel the right way. Okay. And we're slowly but surely sinking in the muck. That's great. And we're going to go in reverse now. See, could you pick a better winch? Okay. Thank you. Nope. Why don't you grab the tree that's going to fall over? Grab the tree that's not going to fall over. They need to fix that. I really wish they, like this, once again, they go for the nearest winch point, not the most sensible. Or nearest to where you're aiming. And not necessarily the one that makes the most sense. We're going to end up. I can't get flat. It won't. Come on. Come on. These rocks are killing me. In all fairness, these cabins are really top heavy. So they don't. Look at this. Like, all the rocks. They're going to do me in. That's what happened. We hit. I think what happened was coming down that hill, we hit the rock with our tire and we just bounced. And because of the weight, how weirdly these are weighted, it tipped us over. I got a really cool RC airplane. It's a oh, back there. It's loosely based on a C-130 or C7. I can't. Not C7. What is the twin engine? It's like a C-130, but it only has two engines. It's like an L-130 or something like that. But it's loosely based on those two aircraft, and it's got. It's really cool. It's a twin engine C-130 basically, but it's been modified. Obviously, it's not a real airplane. It's close to those what they look like, and they're designed for. Nope, activate anchor. It's designed so that for RC purposes, it flies better, but it still looks the part, so it looks like a C-130. But it's got twin engines. It's got the coolest part I think is it's got a bomb bay door. So we'll be able to drop like parachute soldiers out the back. It can carry up to 2 pounds of payload, which is, for those who do RC airplanes, that's like a big payload. It's really cool. And it's got just under a 6-foot wingspan, so like 5.5-foot wingspan. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's go get the other one. Art Swamp Rest. See, once again, the developers of this game really should make, just for fun, like a like a towing truck rescue type simulation. Because, like, those shows are, uber popular on Netflix and stuff. Like they've got, like Tow Truck 411 and like, Road or Highway to Hell or whatever. Like all those like tow truck guy shows where they have guys that rescue trucks that have flipped over, and this game has the engine for it. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have to be so hardcore off road, but you could include the airbags and stuff to like trucks that are really damaged and lifting cargo out with the crane. And have different crazy situations where you need to rescue trucks. It'd be pretty sweet. Because essentially that's what this game is. It's just more about the mudding too. Man, these roads are terrible. Quite the scenery though. Wow. I could say voila, but then something will go wrong. Voila? All right, so we're going to say activate anchor, put that thing out, and dump over. Good. Let's see how far we can reach this. Can I go? Yep. All right. Lift. Like a spider sucking in its web. This thing is just magically floating away for some reason. There we go. Look at that recovery. Beautiful. Just like real life. Oh, whoops. Oh, shizzle sticks. Okay. We were really close, but not quite. Where am I going to put this? Let's stick it right there. Nope, it's going to do the same thing. We need to get this thing stabilized before I let it go. Oh. The crane is not turning to the right at all. Come on. I guess I've reached the zenith, whatever you call that. The azimuth. I've gone too far. That's what's going on. Come on, go down. Hold the thing up. Oh my God. It's such a big... I mean, I do these cranes a lot. I usually do not have this kind of issue. It's going to pull the truck over. No, I'm not getting frustrated. I'm getting angry. Well, we had a lot of episodes where everything went right. So they're like, once again, the Taylor episodes, they went really smoothly. It seems like every fourth episode we have to have like just this crazy, I'm going to call it what it is, a boop show. I mean, it is what it is. It's just nuts. And then everywhere else, it's just like, oh yeah, that's easy, no problem. And you have these days where it's just like, fudge! Corpuscles blow. Stupid truck. Okay. The big issue is that the ground is just such a mess. It doesn't matter what I do. The trucks are going to roll over because when you get to whatever, any kind of angle or whatever, no matter what, it just goes. It's like, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. And then the mud just sinks underneath and collapses and you're SOL. So... right onto the twin steer. Come on. Nope. Stop tipping off. Golly. I can't get it to settle on the bed. It's basically going under the crane, and because of the angle, I can't get it to go where I want it to go. Go! Out! Frig! There we go. Okay, that'll work. There, okay. Stupid cargo. I hope I never have to see construction trailer again. What? Impossible to pack cargo. What the hell does that mean? I'm not going to lose my temper. I'm not going to lose my temper. I'm not going to lose my temper. Not going to lose my temper. Not going to lose my temper. It just means I have to do a better job. I did kind of just plop it on there. Okay, let's see if we can make it. It's taken us an hour and 3 minutes of recording, but don't forget, I've also done a lot of off-camera stuff. What are you doing? There's nothing even there to tip on. There must be a rock under the surface, but... So now we have to get the Caterpillar, telehandler back here. Once again, hopefully it'll be available. We've already gone through like 2 days. I don't know if my neighbor's going to... Where's the road? Is this it? This must be it. I came through here. I don't... No! What are you doing? No, 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 no! Okay, I'm done. Have a good night, guys. See you next time. I've had enough.